Hello. This is a new kind of game. The Black Book. I think the Epic Games give it to the free in the previous week. So I ordered that free. So yeah, this is a new game called the Black Book. I'm going to play this until my gas is replenished in the walking zombie game. Now get started. Then I saw in the right hand of him who sat on the throne a scroll with writing on both sides and sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a mighty angel proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to break the seals and open the scroll, motherfucker?" Sorry. But no one in heaven, on earth, or under the earth could open the scroll or even look inside it. Book of Revelation, chapter 5, verses 1 to 3. Okay. New game. Obviously, new game. Choose difficulty. Apprentice. What is this? What is this? Zenatka. What is this? Koldunia. Nightmare, go back. Apprentice, for anyone who wishes to experience this story without much difficulty in battle, enemy damage, enemy health, enemy healing. What the fuck? No normal difficulty, balance for the fast playthrough. Increase difficulty for players with card games experience. Oh, this is a basically card games. Okay. No. I am going to apprentice.
Evil spirits dwelled here in these parts.
Wait a minute. Fuck. No.
Before the revolution, it happened here,
Yeah.
not far from Cherdin. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man. I can't recall what exactly happened, but this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard.
That's
which meant
motherfucking voodoo
that he
shit.
would pass straight to hell. As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno. To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which Old Igor kept, and retrieve him. And it was for that reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
Motherfucking dipshits. Nice. Let's go do some voodoo shits. Games developed by Morteska. I think it's a Russian game. I think. Cherdin Vizet Prem Governet 1879. Okay, I can bear that. Nice to meet you, Vardeta.
I slept poorly last night.
Why do you slept? Settings, volume settings, music will be 50% for the copyright. General effects, okay. Language settings, English, there it is. Chinese, Korean, no. Graphics setting, I need some brightness. Yep. No. General quality, texture, sync, UI scale, no. Speed, animation speed, Dialogues autoplay. Or do I? Game. Nah. I am not going to exit. I slept poorly last
Been
night.
waiting, hoping for you to return. But you haven't. You never sat at the table.
Costa.
Where are you now, sweetheart? Where are you headed? From relatives and from the warm summer.
You have deferred.
There's no entrance or exit for you,
Fuck.
it seems.
I'm going to hell.
Cold Mother Earth.
Ah.
There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to.
Now she is dependent on churchyard fence. Cause he's not here and she doesn't hold on to something or cuddle with something. Now she has to cuddle with Karachi churchyard fence. Okay, this is some depression.
Enough.
Enough. Okay.
I don't believe you would do this to yourself.
No, fuck you.
It'll all be well. All will be well.
This is this is Vagendra shit.
I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that. But there's no other choice. I'll drag you from that road myself.
Why do she dancing like on the dancing influencer on TikTok, bro? She's dancing like wow, the hand gesture, the hip gesture, wow. She's dancing like crazy, wow. She is an amazing dancer in front of a grave. Fuck.
Sleep for now. Sleep.
She's not, bitch. He's not sleeping. He's dead.
I won't be long.
He's dead. For God's sake. What? Run here. Oh, to the crossroad. Okay. Here, herb. Oh, I can see this. Adam's head. Adam's head heals minor wounds. A useful thing of any journey. Okay. Anything else? Oh, wow. The scenery. Wow. Hey, come here. This graphics is awesome. Do I have to? Yeah, to the crossroads. The graphics is awesome, but the key mechanism will initiate of cooldown, Gul'dan.
The darkness of the night is filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
Someone is watching from there. What the fuck?
Cherdyn, 16 miles. Solikamsk, 102 miles. Nirop, 21 miles.
The fuck are you looking at, bro? Oh, here it is. Here. Something here. What is
This
this?
milepost has been here for a long time. The paint is almost gone.
Come here. Herb. What herb is this? What kind of Adam's head? Okay. Anything? I think there.
The crosses look old. Clearly, the Kalbets here mark the graves of the unclean. Otherwise, why would they be near a crossroads?
Yeah.
So, have you found the candles? Well done. All by yourself at that. Seems my teachings were not lost on you after all.
The accent, bro. Seems my teaching were not lost on you after all.
Now let's draw a circle. Be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise we'll be crushed by evil spirits.
I've made a circle. Is it alright, Grandfather?
If it's a circle, then I am Tom Cruise.
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good. Too late to dither now.
You think that I can help him?
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book. So says the legend.
What kind of game is this? It is a black magic based or
Well,
what kind
go
of?
on. Such
What
a
the
long
fuck?
time we've spent. Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book? The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Well, think about it later.
Wait a minute.
Now speak the words I taught you.
I'm
Oh,
scared.
Grandpa. I'm scared. I don't know if I can.
Don't you fret, Vasya. If you run, you'll perish. So come on, speak the words. And soon you'll be a witch. I know you won't falter.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it. And I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat. For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat, but bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be. My words are stone.
Here are your merchants. Now listen carefully if you value your life. To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon. Time for your first Sagavar.
Welcome to your first. Oh, this game is like Hearthstone. I think Blizzard has this kind of card game. So yeah, this is kind of Hearthstone. This is a black book. It contains all of your Zagavors. Try using the page Uruzi. Okay, I used it. Press and return to reset your Zagavor. The pages you had previous turn have changed. The book alter the new page. What is this? Oh, they like. Okay. Enemy attacks can be blocked with the defense. Defense shield you from damage but disappears on your next turn. Reset the page Abdelai which has the defense effect. Okay. And turn.
Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Now draw up a complete Sagavar.
Order and key. You can currently reset the cover consider two other On one key you can set up the way. Okay.
Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten. A couple more spells to rid the world of it. Take that, you mangy hellhound! Well,
I didn't have him to complete his words, so yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. What the hell is this?
Is that you, Vasilisa?
Who the hell are you, motherfucker?
I should congratulate you. For the first seal is open. Only 6 remain. Oh, but will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely.
What sort of devil are you?
How rude, Vasilisa. I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun.
Khaldun, yes,
We
Khaldun.
will become better acquainted in time, I
This
presume.
is evil. This is evil, bro. This is pure evil. The
I'm
wish.
curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed, as legend dictates. Who knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved soon. Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals?
I think the seal is to seal 7 seals is for this demon. I think the 7 seals needed to be the sealed by this demon, or sealed to be this demon, on to this demon. The 7 seal is used to seal this demon. Yes, kindness is Bangladesh. Fuck.
No one in heaven, on earth, or beneath it has ever been able to open the scroll or look upon it.
How do I open the seals?
Oh, can't figure it out by yourself, girl. I'm disappointed.
In you. I am disappointed in you. Fuck you.
Let me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet. Have you forgotten your purpose?
No.
I name you a witch. How many demons will you take on for your service?
Surely I will only need one at most.
We do not assign fewer than 3 imps, Vasilisa. I'll pick out the best among Yegor's old imps for you. Now go. Perhaps we'll meet again.
I
If
don't want to
manage
meet you, bro.
Open the seals.
You looks evil. Devil. I should have played Devil May Cry. Black Book.
What? What?
Why is this old man doing kung fu sounds? Wow! What how?
Well, are you awake?
No, I am dreaming with my eyes open. Fuck you, Grandpa.
The sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home. I understand it's not easy to pass through the Devil's Domain. So, you've seen it?
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good day. What did I tell you? You should have become a witch a long time ago.
At least the devil didn't make her a bitch. He made her a witch. Slutty bitch.
Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the seven seals. I could never open the first one. Here's the second seal.
The Aspen one.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Perhaps. I think that demons do play a part, but what spirit is the Aspen one? I'll have to rack my brain a bit. Maybe there's something in the books? You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Must be the Susetkes who told the heads of the families.
Who is Susetkos? A house spirit or a hobgoblin? Lives under the hearth or in the goblets. Okay, cellars.
Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning. Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem. Well, while you were coming to your senses, I've already spoken to most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there, on the table. Do you remember how I taught you bookbinding? Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble. Got it?
Have you yourself met this devil?
I was initiated as a Koldun once. I saw this devil who gave me my charts.
A demon or devil who can serve as a Koldun's familiar. Okay.
I couldn't even lift the first seal. And you, all you needed was one touch, and it's gone already. It seems there is great power within you. Got it?
Nah.
I got it, Grandpa. Time to get to work.
Look for the spirits around the district.
My
Maybe we'll
god,
get lucky with
bro,
the
the
seals.
talking. This
We
is a
should not
story based.
tarry.
This is a story based game. Fuck, I didn't know that. I never ever downloaded this shit. Too much talking. This old man. Fuck you, old man.
Who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help. God bless. So, Vasya, have you taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
How can I recognize evil spirits? How can I know?
Simple. You've been to the world of the devil. The only thing is, the demons and spirits will track you down. And as soon as you glance into it, be strong. Such is our fate. You make your own way.
So how did you become a Khaldun, Grandfather?
I was born in Vilgard, the sixth son of my father, Yevlam Pichurov. It was a big family, not the richest though. When you have so many mouths to feed, it's hard to save money. But we lived well as a family. The house must have been built well. That is to say, I realize this now. Then one year, a seventh brother was born. Timofey, he was called. He was a good lad. He grew up, but I didn't look after him well enough. Heavy is this sin of mine. I still feel guilty. Vasya, having chores is a trivial thing. You would do better to protect the ones closest to you, to fight for them. It's knowledge that gives us strength, for we harness their own power against them, with the chores under our control. One day I was looking after Timofey. We were playing with the other children, but I lost my patience with the boy. I cursed him severely, sent him to the Leshy.
Also known as Varsa, a common world spirits who are the masters of forest and sometimes fields and meadows. Meadows. They control the weather and also animals and evil spirits who inhabit their domain. Hunters and shepherds রাখাল আর কি have to come to an agreement with Leshais and offer them gifts and bargains.
So the Leshy carried him away. We never found Timoshka. He'd vanished. Oh, it's hard to bear these scenes, Vasya. So hard. Oh, so I decided to become a Khaldun. I wouldn't let the Dark Ones harm my family ever again. Or so I thought. Well, I'll tell the story of how I became a Khaldun later. Ask me tomorrow. It's hard to remember all these things of the past. You'll understand when you're as old as me.
How's Arisba built?
Yep, I thought that this is a made up Russian game.
It was built long ago. Lots of people have lived here since. More than half a century ago, it seems. All according to old rituals. You know them by now.
This game have a encyclopedia. What the
But I don't remember who built it.
My
grandfather,
grandfather,
I suppose.
time to go?
No, I have to go, grandfather. We'll talk later.
Oh, we don't want to talk later, motherfucking dipshit.
Oh, God bless Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Feodorovna.
Huh?
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out. I won't waste your time. I'll tell you straight away. Something terrible is happening at the mill. We were working in the night when suddenly we heard some strange sounds.
Oh, this is like a ghost stories. Animated ghost stories. Okay. I think I like it.
Then a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. Such a deep blackness. We ran for our lives. You are known for your knowledge in these matters. What should I do now?
During the night shift at the windmill, he heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations?
During the night shifts at the windmill, he heard something strange sound and saw something strange shifting shadows. What could be such an emanation? This is the map. What is this? Koldun. He climbed down the hearth, of course. Yashin. What is this? Crossroads. Yeah. The mails, items. What is this? Candles. Oh, okay. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Why do you work at night? Demons are at work.
Jesus Christ.
Well, how do you think the millstones turn? Not by the wind alone, obviously. It's forbidden to work a windmill after nightfall.
But what do we do now? I did everything right when I built it. Please, help me. I have this old item that you might find useful.
You'd better cough it up if we help you. All right, Vasya. Look into what's going on with that place. The demon there may be of use to us, you know?
I'll find out what's going on with your chort.
Oh, thank you. I was told you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now.
If you are watching my stream, please consider subscribing. It is free and you can unsubscribe later. Fuck you. Yes. Goodbye for now.
He's not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshi, but this miller has some chort.
Varsha, a commie word. This is basically a story-based game, and the NPCs are talking every time, every second, every millisecond. They do not stop talking.
Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill.
But the storyline is very, very amazing and thrilling. These ghost stories and everything. Please consider subscribing. Please, 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 I beg of you. I sorry.
And to make your trip a bit easier, take this herb. It is called an Adam's Head. It will heal you up if anything goes sideways. Time for you to be on your way. Evil spirits won't quell themselves. Well, you get all that? Wanna ask anything else?
Got it, Grandfather. It's time to go. See you tomorrow.
Ah, wait! One more thing. I've sent a chort to Kusheva village. He must have cursed someone. Go there and fix it. You'll earn some money in process.
All right, Grandpa.
You are now on your travel map. Every night it will display different location. You may go on your way only after you speak all of your visitors. Okay, if you can visit an available location. However, your health recovers only after you accomplish your task and return to the Izwa. Okay, your goal visit to the main task location. Okay. However, you can't reach the within visiting all of the others location along the way. The game autosaves each time the location changes. You can also save your progress manually, in which case the game will save as soon as you enter a new location. You can open the map by clicking clicking on your present location. Okay, Cherdin. We wish you the best luck exploring the northern lands of Cherdin. Fuck you. I cannot pronounce. Visit Kusheva village. Optional. Main task. Deal with the windmill. I will have this Kusheva village. How do I get up there? Do I have to travel? You supplicant says he's the sort working the grandstand. You have decided to pay a short visit and set them free. Encyclopedia. Do I have to? Oh fuck. Fuck. I have to travel this full set of this full.
The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses
Again
of foul
talking.
water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp.
The silver glow of the boat catches glimpse of the foul water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming after the from the swamp. I do not want to go
You
closer.
take a step back, then another one. You turn around. A black silhouette of a demon is right before you.
Fuck you. What kind of demon are you? 9, 2, okay. Okay. Deals 3 is stance ignoring, okay. 4, 4. Oil was the page effect. Okay, I get it. 1. Let's go there. 4, 4, okay. Nothing. Yup. Let's go, fuck you. Boom. Boom. Enemy turn. No, my fuck. 4 again. And turn and you die. Any new pages are automatically added to the black book. Farm Kila well versed already in the book. Nava farm I well versed farm. The farm the page remains active for one turn and afford other pages. No, I don't. The page remains active for 3 turns. Okay, I will have this. Continue. Do I have to go there or do I have to? I will go there. Yup.
Standing amidst the black wooden figures, you hear a rustle in the trees. You read the protective spells, but out comes a person, not a demon. An ancient woman dressed in old clothes. It would seem you have come across a beggar.
I will greet the beggar, of course.
Oh, a witch, a witch. I can smell your kind from a mile away. Can you spare a few coins? I don't need much to get by. A person is only as good as they are charitable.
Here you are. Don't forget me in your prayers.
Thank you. I'll pray for your lost soul.
How did she know that she had a boyfriend and he died and he has a lost soul?
It's dangerous to go alone.
Come with me.
Take this, a healing herb.
Anything? Please consider subscribing, it's free.
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these gifts is a birch charter. Peasants from Bigichi village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle. You take the gifts, but leave the charter. The Leshi will probably help them anyway, just not as much as he would have if you had not stolen the offerings.
Ha 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 ha, lul. I stole the gifts. I am evil dude. I am an evil dude.
While traveling through the woods, you stumble upon a snake's nest. Baby snakes are still inside their eggs. Fortunately, the mother snake does not seem to be around. You make a small wall of stones around the nest and wait for the larger snake to come back. The mother snake soon returns. Seeing the barrier, she fruitlessly tries to get past, but soon leaves. Some time passes, and the snake comes back with a bunch of grass in its mouth. The snake touches the grassy mass to the stone barrier, and the wall instantly collapses. The snake is reunited with its nest. You quickly grab the grass before the snake hides it. It smells of rust. The only noticeable thing about it is the cross shape made by 4 leaves. Fortune has smiled upon you. You have found a break herb, a bundle of aromatic weeds that opens locks and barriers. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Leave the location. What is this? Casevo Lake. A curved lake with a left bank of the Kolva. They say 2 men drowned in it this year. Must be quite an unsafe place at night. What is this? And what is this? Vigichi Forest. There is an old forest near the Kolva river by the Vigichi village. It has a master. Every forest does. What is this? Pinoy Woods to the north of Kamgurth village. In this autumn you can find mushrooms upon mushrooms here. I didn't find any mushrooms. And at one time of Kolva flowed through here. This is now the place of swamp. Okay, I get it. I will set off from there to there.
On a hillside near Kacheva Lake, you see 2 silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something strange in his uneven movements, something that gives you shivers. The black figures disappear as soon as you recite the name of God.
Yeah, fool. The ravine is famous among Cherdane's heavy herbalists. It's said you can find a lot of good herb there, only if you are an expert in this, of course. Okay, no problem at all. Set off.
Gloomy windmill arms creak in the distance, parting the pre-dawn fog. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It crosses your path, a bad omen, since man's path and man's destiny are as one. Yet, could it be it was trying to point you somewhere? Suddenly, you come upon a swamp and stop at its border. It is dangerous to continue onward. You turn to go back and notice a devil's finger beneath your feet.
How the fuck this cement stick is the devil's finger, huh? Don't know, bruh. Let's go there, the ravine.
You meet 2 travelers from Bigichi village who are on their way to the fields. The 3 of you continue on your journey together. Near the mouth of a chasm, one of them jokingly tries to shove you into the pit. You strike the peasant backhanded. As you glare at your 2 traveling companions, they transform into black, shadow-cloaked demons.
Yeah, I think I'm fucked up. Meh. Meh. He has the 8 charm. I will kill this motherfucker fast. I'm going to have. Did I just have this full? Have this full. Have this. No, I know that. I know that. First die full. Nice.
You walk around the windmill and approach the Chud forest. The grim silence envelops you. The only sound you hear is of the fir branches, whispering in the morning fog. Suddenly, you see a swarm of chorts flying out of the side of the building, gleefully throwing around pieces of the windmill's wooden machinery. The short swarm dives into the gloom with a chorus of angry screams. As the forest sinks into silence, you inspect the windmill's debris. Among some wooden logs and mechanical parts, you find a small sack of flour and pick it up. You stealthily creep by the village houses. At least, you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice calling out from one of the windows overhanging the street.
Flusha, wait! I have business with you. Hush! We'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts. So curse her a bit, will you? Use a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
I'm not that kind of witch. Just so you know, I don't just go firing off curses left and right.
You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange, muffled sounds are coming from inside their house. Falling cutlery, furniture moving around.
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God himself has sent you to us tonight. Everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here. Everyone is scared senseless.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a church to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea. Then we prayed and went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, it all started.
Tea time turned into a church invasion. I wonder why these demons appeared in the first place. You left the windows open. Naturally, chorts crawled in.
I'm not so sure about that. We've left our windows open before.
Fuck, that is the wrong answer.
They must not have made the sign of the cross over the samovar. That must be the reason.
Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
Oh, very well. I will help you. It's no good sleeping on the street, is it?
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some milk for you, Johnny.
You come inside the Izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The Chorts have certainly had their way here. You make the sign of the cross and take a couple of careful steps deeper inside. The demons have made a mess. They threw the dishes and cooking pots around, but luckily, the brass utensils seem to be intact. The most damaged part is the shrine in the corner. The icon cases are damaged, and the candles are broken. You approach the overturned samovar. Suddenly, it shakes and starts to move, and red eyes light up the darkened room. A demon is here.
Sorry. Key tongue. Gesture does not use words, lots of Jaguar. The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color.
The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The girl, Axinia, assures you that from now on every jar in the house will be crossed.
Now the encyclopedia I need to set up there. The windmill.
The spruce branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who visited this place at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, of sudden gusts of wind and other devilry. It is what they call a bad place.
Anything around here? Nothing. Nothing.
It's obvious the mill is old. Some wood has rotted through, making more windows. You approach and try to open the door. It's closed. The lock is as old as the mill. One good strike with something heavy, and it will break. It's obvious the mill is old. As soon as you press the break herb to the lock, it opens and falls to the ground.
Some kind of will has been placed here by the miller. The grindstones are still, but the blades of the mill are turning. This chest is for various tools used at the mill. Nothing interesting.
You study the cabinet. Among various krinkas, old pots, and birch bark containers, you find a sack with silver rubles. It might be of some use to you. You choose to take the money. The miller will hardly miss it.
To the third floor. Yeah.
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism, and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods of Chirdip. A broken block of wood is near.
Oh my god, how many of them? What the fuck? No, bro, I have to.
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden.
Bro, I have to get the light of my. Yeah, yes.
Why are you here, then?
And I didn't expect to meet a demon speaking the common tongue. I'm an apprentice witch. Who are you?
Huh. A demon, you say? Oh, you see, maiden, I'm not a common chort. I am known as the 13th Brother.
Wow, nice made up name. Fuck you.
I am the guardian of the village, the forest, and the secret hidden garden and its heart. I'm also the guardian of this windmill.
Nice. Even the devil even the devil has a job, bro. And I do not have any job. Fuck. I am jobless sucker. Even the devil has a job. Nah, man.
All of this is me, the unseen master, at your service.
What kind of name is that? The 13th Brother?
It is a name whispered through time and across many lands, until it became my name, that is. I will tell you the story, if you want to hear it, of course. There is still time until the dawn.
Well, come on then. Tell me. I'm a scholar of evil spirits and the demons of the world.
It is good to meet a sorceress that doesn't immediately hurl herbs and venomous phrases before engaging in the more sophisticated art of conversation. Very well, so you're interested. A long time ago, I had 12 brothers. I was the 13th brother, the youngest. At that time, there was a war, and we were enlisted, you might say. I served under the strongest and most capable commander. He kept me alive, and so I became the last of my brothers, the 13th, and the only one remaining. After all those years, fate has brought me here. Why are you here, then?
Well, what do you want with the windmill then?
Haven't you figured it out? Perhaps I was wrong about you. I thought of you to be a strong witch, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect, one endowed with knowledge that others do not possess. I guess not.
The windmill is possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place. curses invoke the devil. This makes...
The swearing of mortals is so unsophisticated, and I must admit, I do not like it. But I'm not here because of that. I always have been and always will be here. They summoned me with a blood sacrifice
the wrong
when
answer
the mill
again.
was built. I'm bound to this place with my death in this world and my birth in the next. Enough, evil sorcerers. It is time to meet your demise. I will bring you into the ever dark realm of shadow and extinguish the candle of your life.
And soon you will visit the fries of hell.
There is yet to be such a Khaldun who can outmatch the 13th brother. So arrogant. Do you really think you can defeat this ancient spirit?
Yes, my book will help me.
This can't be. It is a legendary artifact. I never gave up before, and I'm not going to now.
Die, you fool!
The 13th brother disappears into a burst of black flame. It seems that the air has changed, and it is easier to breathe. Soon, the Chorts will return and resume their work. The Dark Promise is still upheld. However, it is uncertain when they will start asking for sacrifices again. In any case, this is for the Miller to worry about.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with work at the windmill anymore.
Well done, Vasya. I didn't doubt for a minute that you'd take care of the demon. Well, while you were gone, I had some thoughts about the seals. Every single piece has its meaning, and every seal requires a demon. The second one is the Aspen one. We'll have to think what to do next.
Can't we open the others right away?
I doubt that, but who knows? Look around a bit and maybe you'll fortune upon the right chart.
The first seal was opened by touch, and that was all. How do I open the second?
Well, not by simply touching the asp, that's for sure. I think we need evil spirits, so we'll find the Aspen demons.
Where do you think we can find them, Grandfather?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think on it. Go deal with the things you can at the moment, and let me think.
I see. Time to get to work then. The shorts are back.
I sent them to perform an arduous task. That's why they weren't around.
Now I should give them tasks?
Well, what did you expect? You knew what you signed up for. Everything has a price, especially wishes. If you don't want them to torture you, send them to curse people. That's the life of a Khaldun for you.
And if I don't want to curse anyone?
Then suffer. These demons won't leave you alone.
I've seen them before in Yurpested. Not often, though.
Now you will see them plenty. You can observe our entire gubernia in your Pistel. In the end, you decide what you do with those jorts of yours. God help us. The moment I became a Khaldun, I saw the Uyezd in a completely different light. There is no such place where a demon wouldn't hide. You just noticed? Your own chords are also a giant pain.
Demons are the one turning the grindstones at the mill.
Well, the miller won't turn them, that's for sure.
Can't the wind spin them? Do you have to use demons everywhere? It's dangerous, and a sin to boot.
Well, what did you expect? It will soon be the 20th century. The demons might make it easier. If they can start making flour, who knows? Maybe we can teach them to reap, too. You've heard of steam engines, huh? I think there's a steam chart inside, like the one you can find in a samovar.
How did you come to be a Khaldun, Grandpa?
Well, told you the other day about the demon stealing Timofey. That's the reason for it. Fighting the pointy tail. I heard once that shepherds are no worse. So I became a shepherd boy. Helped Prokopy, the holy fool. I shouldn't mention him at night. Knew his way around the forest, that one, and how to find lost cattle. So I studied under him. Anyway, it's a long story. I'll tell you later how I received my knowledge. It's not like I got it from him anyway. Had to bust my butt. In any case, see how I managed to teach you. Appreciate that.
I do, Grandpa. What kind of man was he, that Prakopi?
Not a kind man at all, but of great knowledge. Cursed a lot of people. Practically earned a living that way. Nearly cursed me once.
Are shepherds really knowers?
What makes you think they aren't? Why don't you try finding all the cattle in the forest without a demon's help? One has to know how to ask the old man of the forest for help. And in case a demon steals a cow or something, you have to be able to get it back. You'll have to learn. What did you think? Shepherds lie on their backs all day? You wish.
How did you manage your own chores?
Nothing to it, really. Just give them something to do. The only thing is, they can't manage every task well. Their job is to wreak havoc. They don't like any other soul.
Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fedorovna, it's me again. Came to give my thanks. The spirits have stopped haunting us. Here's what I promised. The spirits, however, took the money I saved for my grandson's books. Well, it is what it is.
I'm sorry, old man Miller. I stole that. I basically stole that money from that shelf. I am sorry. I am really, really sorry, brother. Sorry, brother and uncle or grandfather.
So, I
Or
came to
brother,
find out if
perhaps.
maybe you've changed your mind about that woman. I brought a gift, you know.
This motherfucker wants to curse a woman that he didn't like. Deny.
Oh no, I'm not the cursing kind.
Well, alright. I'll think of something myself. Well, see you.
Be well and live long.
Nikolai.
My godmother sends a jug of milk and sends her regards.
Kolya, is that you?
Hello, old Igor.
So, you're back.
Yeah, it's been at least a week.
You sure have grown tall. How tall are you, exactly? 12 vershoks?
Two meters. Okay.
Well, what brings you here?
I heard about your man, Vasilisa. It's hard to lose loved ones, I know. However, I'm here for another reason. I need your help. Yesterday evening, at a get-together, I made a bet with the lads. They dared me to enter Banya at night. I don't believe all this supernatural stuff you see. When you go to war, you see things you know. I entered this old Banya, the abandoned one, by the river. It was around midnight. I opened the door and saw a sort of blue light, and it was quiet. I reached into the stove, you know, to take a stone. They wouldn't call me chicken if I showed them proof later. Suddenly, a hairy paw grabbed my left hand Here, look, left a mark. That devil didn't let me go. All of a sudden, some female voice said, "Marry me."
Some motherfucking devil said him that he should marry her. Fuck.
The hand was hot as fire, and then I just lost it, and it kept on asking. And she still held on to me, wouldn't let go, so I told her I would. Then she let me go. I ran as fast as I could. Damn this demonic power. You're a knower. Help me, would you?
Nikolai visited the Banya at midnight, and something grabbed him. What might that be?
Rushulka.
In the Banya, you say? Wow, that's a Bannicle, right?
Lord Almighty!
So its hand was hairy. What else did you notice?
I couldn't see anything. It was completely dark. The hand was black and hairy.
What did you do with the stone?
Well, I took it with me. To prove to them I wasn't yellow. Didn't tell about the demon, though. Dropped it off at home later. I told my godmother, and she sent me here right away.
Ah, wise woman, your godmother.
All right, I won't leave you to the wolves.
Vasilisa, take a closer look at the demon. This Bannik may have an aspen seal on her. Go to the old Banya tonight, both of you. Talk to the demon and find out why she wants to marry you. You, Kolya, use this balm on your left eye to see the demons. Don't forget the stone, Kolya.
I'll wait for you outside. Didn't think I'd be seeking help from nowheres. I've always depended only on myself. My military service? Well, it's quite a story. Maybe later. Didn't think I'd be seeking. I've always my military service.
There's a great number of books in this collection. Illuminated books of old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace. Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the Domovoi came to be. skull bits, and his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the domovoi lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house.
Didn't think I'd be sick. I've always my military service.
Hey, Vasya, they say you're a knower now. This may be of interest to you then. The other day we were gathering berries by Kajil Lake. By the way, I have brought you some. It's near Zapolsk. Anyway, we came across this clearing with holes everywhere. The horror! So I thought you might want to go there. Who knows? Perhaps there are evil spirits.
You notice a black silhouette on the road. It appears to be shrouded in fog, and is hard to distinguish in the soft lighting of the night. The air is filled with a strange song performed by the demon. You've never heard this melody before. A chill runs down your spine as you listen to the alien melody. The devil continues his song. You listen, holding your breath and not moving. Soon, the melody stops, crashes against the tops of the fir trees, and dissolves in moonlit silence. You feel that perhaps now you understand demonkind somewhat better. Suddenly, a magic circle shimmers at the demon's feet. A moment later, another devil appears by his side. His burning eyes are staring right at you. You notice a strange sight in the distance. A ball of snakes is rolling around the woodland road, scales glittering in the moonlight.
You notice a strange sight in the distance. A ball of snakes is rolling around the woodland, scales glittering.
Nikolai grins and picks up a large stone. He throws it right at the snake ball. Most of the snakes scatter, but some of the enraged creatures slither your way. Luckily, you find some healing herbs near the overturned stone. Near the old gravestones, you see a demon. His eyes are focused on the sky. It seems that he is in deep thought. He merely sighs when he notices you.
Oh, it's you! I remember you falling into hell.
What a talkative chort.
Well, what's so special about that? Me, I flew out of hell and decided to stay for a while. Help me find an answer to a question, and I'll reward you, witch.
Well, sure. Ask away.
I'm searching for an answer. What are the 3 kinds of dates?
You go out on a date with your loved one.
Well, that's one. What are the other 2?
What are the 3 dates? You have one with a loved one, and the second one is? There's an exotic fruit called a date.
Seems right. What is the 3rd one?
What are the 3 dates? You guess one, the kind with a loved one, and also the fruit. What's the 3rd one? A calendar date.
It sure seems obvious now. So you are nowhere. Here you are, a treasure for your efforts. Well, I guess I have to get back to hell before they miss me.
The demon disappears into flames. You continue on your journey.
You're not what we consider an average girl, are you? In that case, I'll show you some fine wares. Here, take a look.
Like a gloomy skeleton of an unknown beast, the old remains of a burnt house stand before you. All the logs are charred black. Some of them have collapsed and are covered with moss. Only the white stove gleams in the moonlight, still intact. even after the fire. You walk around the house. The inside is dark, with logs poking out like the rotten teeth of a dead man. You see a shaggy silhouette of a demon inside. You take several steps inside the hut. You suddenly hear a crack, and one of the burnt boards falls on your head. It's hard to tell who used to live in this izba. You step inside, and you seem to sense the smell of burnt wood. Stars and pine branches are visible above instead of a roof. Suddenly, you notice a shaggy figure near the furnace. As soon as you make a move towards the mysterious figure, it disappears. A ball of baked clay lies where the black spirit once was. You take it with you. You see a friendly flame burning in the distance. You come closer, and soon you are standing in front of a lonely church. Inside it is warm and cozy. It smells of incense and old wooden sculptures. Soon you hear a calm voice.
I don't know if I should bless you, Vasilisa. Your road is a twisted one.
You read a prayer and rest a bit. You approach the open rift. Dried bushes are sticking out of its walls like the rotten teeth of a dead man. You carefully look down. Suddenly, the forest around you is lit by a strange red light. As you look up, you see a fiery ball zigzagging through the sky. Your words are lost among the tree branches. The fiery ball flies away, and everything is silent again. Night travels are not the most convenient ones. In the darkness, you can stumble upon any kind of evil spirits. This is precisely what happens now. You step into a silent meadow where a demon is drinking tea from a samovar. He notices you and invites you to join him. You drink the tea in silence, with the demon's glowing eyes fixed upon you. You feel uneasy and try to finish the drink as soon as possible. Dark pine branches move to the sides, and you see a meadow strewn with old, overgrown pits. You come closer and look into one of them. The green of the meadow drops into the open maw of the pit, from which you sense the cold of the grave. God knows who dug them up, and why. You start to inspect the pits one by one. You take one careless step and tumble down. Luckily, the pit is not that deep, and you climb out with ease. You frequently look around. You feel as if someone is watching you. You almost decide to give up finding anything in these mysterious pits, when you notice an old grave at the bottom of one of them. A grim pit is filled with a damp stench. You see an old cross covered with a rotten towel. Near the grave, there is a small pot with an offering to the dead. The old cross is covered with moss, and mushrooms grow at its foot. You feel uncomfortable near the grave of the unclean dead. In the pot by the gravestone, you find a couple of gold coins, which you quickly pocket. But it seems to have disturbed the dead man. Suddenly... You hear a familiar voice. Young folk are having an evening gathering, although it's not the best season for it.
Hi, Varsha! I know you have no time, but sing at least one song with us, for old time's sake!
All right, but just one.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
This song is giving me a goosebump, literally. The old and the vintage songs that are made without any music or any instruments, just from the voice, no auto-tune. Yep. Literally, I swear upon, bro, I swear to God that I am having a goosebump. I am having a goosebump from this. YouTube, don't give me copyright strike. Please don't give me copyright. Nice.
There's a rotting bridge over a small river, a tributary of the Kolva. In the moonlight, you discern a strange silhouette on the other side of the bank. You circle around. Better not to risk it. The strange silhouette disappears among the trees.
This small barrel once held water.
Here at last. And all these demons in these parts, I had never thought.
Evil spirits have always been here, but you won't be able to see them without me. These chorts harm people, but nobody can even see them.
Enemies here as well. No place is safe these days, I guess. I've been thinking, why did the spirit attack me? Someone must have been there before me.
Well, first of all, it was nighttime, and evil is strongest at night. Besides, why did the evil spirit attack Nikolai? Bannock sure love their rituals. You didn't ask to be let in, did you?
No, I didn't. I just walked in.
Well, there you have it. The spirit took notice of that right away.
You don't say.
The banya has sunk a little. That's why it got stuck, I think. You're a strong fellow. You open it.
I can do that, sure. But could you put Zagavor or something on me so no one grabs me?
Wait here. I'll look around first. This banya sure sank low. The door's stuck.
Here it is. The old Banya. The things it saw during its lifetime.
The door won't open, but I see a blue light inside. Nikolai is a strong young lad. He'll open the door. This banya sure sank low. The door's stuck.
Well, is it time?
All right, I know just the thing. Stand still. All the shelves have rotted through. Let me, kind Bannock, pay a visit to your home. Repeat after me, Kolya.
Let me host Bannik.
Now, let's think of what to do with this bride of yours. She's been waiting for us, I suppose. That blue light has been shining here, right until we came in. Let's summon her and ask some questions.
All right. You are the knower here.
First, let us prepare. In order for the Bannock to know we're here, let's heat up the stove. And that stone that you took, put it back.
It's better if you do it. I sort of forgot how when Sir...
Really? Very well. I'll draw a circle to be safe. I don't think your bride is evil, though.
Better safe than sorry, Vasa.
After that, we'll step into the circle. I'll read a special spell, and just like that, she should appear.
Vasa, you are a knower, no doubt about it.
Well, let's get to work. All the shelves have rotted through.
Well, is it time?
Yes, it is, Kolya. As soon as I start reading, the demon will appear. If you step out of the circle, she'll strangle you.
All right, I get it. I'll stand still.
Here we go. Bannock, my hostess, let us wash and steam.
Wait. Don't run. Hear me out.
Jesus and his troops!
Don't move. Let me talk with this Bannock.
Wait. I'm not a demon. I'm an ordinary girl.
An ordinary girl, you say? Bannock says that she's but an ordinary girl. Is it a demonic trick? What is she then? If you're not a demon, you must be a changeling.
Yes, yes. You're truly a knower. Well, it is as I said. I've been living in the world of demons for a long, long time. 18 years. I've grown to resemble them. I was still a child and came to wash with my mother. I did something wrong. I can't remember what, but my mother said, "Devil take you." And so, an Abdericha took me. Help me, Vasilisa. You're my only hope.
Where have you been all this time?
We wandered the banyas. I got sent where the stove was hot. Such was my life. Now we live in this old one.
Do you know anything about Aspen demons?
No, I don't. But I can ask the Abdericha.
How do we bring you back?
To escape her, I need to get closer to the mortal world. Bring me a good belt and a cross, the kind that's worn on the skin, and find me a name. Then the Abdericha will have to marry me to someone. You, young fella, don't you let me down. Only you can do it.
I will help. I promise you my word.
What kind of cross do you need?
Just any cross won't do. I've been living with evil spirits for too long. I need one that's been worn by a demon.
Well, that's a puzzle. Where can we find a God-fearing chort?
Oh, I don't know. Your friend is a knower. You'll think of something.
Where can we find the belt?
I need a special belt as well. It has to be woven by a skilled witch.
You owned as motherfucking witch. The birth bride. You don't have anything to cling on with a belt. You are wearing a, what is this called, a white gown, trending white gown. And what is this, Kratos chains in your hands?
We can give you the name right away.
No, that won't do.
No, that won't do. She needed a very special and unique name, like a... Fuck.
The name has to be one from Sviatsi and given by a priest.
All right, we'll help you. It's wrong to abandon a Christian soul. Besides, you already have a groom.
Of course we'll help.
Thank you. Bring me a cross worn by a demon, a name, and a belt crafted by a witch. I think I hear the roosters. I need to go. Come back again with the gifts. I'll be waiting until we see you again.
The demon crawls back under the bench and disappears into black flame. You return to old Yegor's house and think about what to do next.
But she needs a cross that was worn by a demon, a human name, and an enchanted belt.
Good morning and nice to meet you, old fart.
Then she hid under the bench.
What a job you have. Worse than fighting the Turks.
This is her destiny. A changeling, that bride of yours.
What's a changeling?
The Bath spirit must have switched her at birth, I imagine. Now, Vasilisa, can you guess how shall we lift the Aspen seal?
What demon is necessary for the book to open the Aspen Seal?
This game has its own music library. Thank you very much for your kindness. I will play these songs on my leisure time, so yeah, you don't have to worry anything. What demons need to be booked to open Aspen Seal?
That Abdurriha switched the girl with an aspen log. A log is a demon itself.
Well done, Vasha. My teachings weren't for naught. The changeling from the ethereal world. These infants don't grow up, as you know. The question is, should we waste our time on the bride's requests if we ourselves can find this changeling?
We can't abandon a Christian soul to evil spirits.
If I were you, I'd think whether I should take a demon for a wife.
Only a devil will marry a soldier like me.
We haven't heard of such a child up until now. This means that the parents keep it secret.
Right. The demon might have gobbled up her parents. Without that demon bride, we won't find it.
You'll help me then?
We will. But what should we start with? Huh? What was it she asked for?
A cross worn by a demon. Such a thing possible?
Everything is possible, Vasilisa, if you think about it. I heard that an Ikotnitsa appeared in Yenidor recently. Go there and take her cross.
Let's look into the other requests first. An enchanted belt woven by a witch.
This is not as simple as it seems. You are a knower, yes, but not powerful enough to weave a belt like that. It also takes a lot of time. I know this witch, Kapitalina Ivanovna. People call her the Spinner. But she's not an easy woman to deal with. We'd better go together.
Let's look into the other requests first. A name out of the Svyatse.
Well, that's simple. Go to the priest and he'll give you a name from the Svyatse, if you can convince him to. That is.
First, I would like to get a name for the girl.
Well, go to Vilgurt. You'll find the priest there. Kolya, you should go too.
It's decided then. What was that with the stove? As if I'd believe that you forgot how to kindle it. And then you got a bit too scared when the demon girl grabbed you with the fire.
It is as you say, Vaisa. It's not about the stove. I don't know what's wrong with me. There was this one incident. Since then, I'm not myself when I see any fire. I'm scared of it something awful. That's exactly the reason why the lads dared me to go to the Banya. They heard the rumors and wanted to have a bit of fun at my expense. Only I'm not one to give up so easily.
But why? What's wrong with fire?
Oh, it's a long story.
So how did you end up a soldier?
Well, they took me as a recruit.
I love that when a NPC or a character has its own origin story. I love that. I love this segment. I love this segment, and I love these features, and I love this storyline. The new story has been memorized by the memory and the knock of my brain, and I love the horror one. So yeah, horror and adventure and what is this climaxed? Yep.
You were just a kid then and don't remember much about it, I gather. Old Yegor just took you in after your parents.
Well, when you went into the service, was it by your own choice?
Aye, by choice. To be honest, some other lad drew the lot, but we have a large family. And I'm a hot-headed guy.
Right, and a fine one.
Quite right. It was my decision. I made my way to my field regiment, and they sent us to fight the Turks.
Did they give you your cross there?
Aye. That's a different story. I'll tell it later.
Do you plan to marry that girl or not?
Let's help her first, won't we? She must be a strong girl to pull through that sort of thing. Maybe God sent her.
A demon? Sent by God?
Well, she said she was a changeling, didn't she? The girls of my age are all married. Who would marry an old soldier anyway? Only a demon.
About the fire. Would it take very long to tell the story?
Maybe not that long. Anyway, don't be such a bath broom. I'll tell you some other time. Don't you have anything else to do?
Oh, I can play cards too with Nikolai. Oh, what is this? I don't know how to play card. Player take turns attacking the player next to them the one more cards. Attack Nikolai with the 6 of heart. Nikolai beat your card with his king. Press the end turn button to proceed with the game. At the end of each round of players take turn drawing new cards until they have 6 in their hands and start with the first attacker of this round. Okay, end turn. Nikolai attacked you with his 8 clubs to defend from the 8. Discard and put it in the discarded pile. You need to play a card of the same suit but one rank in higher. Okay, 9. Oh, he has the 10. Fuck. I forgot about that. I think I lost. Victory! Victory, mother, father! Victory! Fuck you!
Vasilisa, listen. Thank you for your help with the banya.
Don't thank me yet. We still need to free the girl.
It's just that I wouldn't be able to go at all if it weren't for you. Here, I want to give you this. Here, take it.
What's that? A deck of playing cards or something?
Sure is. Been saving them for some time. They are antique, but first class. I'll teach you to play if you wish.
They say the devil himself is not averse to a good game of Durak.
Greetings to you, mistress of the house.
What the fuck? It's a demon.
I was flying back from Igor's job when I noticed something. Some bandits jumped a Khaldun near the crossroads. He drove a cart. Perhaps there is something useful for you there.
Maybe.
How many of these? Quest with this. Attack with this. Then have this. Babushka Shera Babushka. Babushka what? Babushka Nani the Park. Yep. I have to be there. Encyclopedia. I have to collect to encyclopedia.
Low prices. Come and see for yourself.
Bad
Buy
luck.
some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
I do not have 160. 160 a lot. I am telling a lot.
You stumble upon a strange clearing. The trees are fallen, as if hit by a hurricane. Or perhaps the master of the forest walked this path. What's strange is that in the middle of the clearing, a single tree stands undamaged. You come closer and realize that the tree was saved by the Prikrish herb that grows among its roots. You bow to the plant and cut it down. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. Near the covered crosses, you notice a jug of milk and a loaf of bread. It would seem that someone still visits these old graves. With sadness, you wonder if dead men need any treats. You take the gifts to the dead and continue on your journey.
I found the broken card, I think.
A cart has gone off the road, but no one seems to be around, neither its owner nor the horses. The cart itself is empty except for one jewelry box, obviously left behind by the owners. Its lid is slightly ajar. Glass shards of various colors gleam inside, reflecting the moonlight. You carefully pick the item up and get ready to go on your way.
I found the Balishkas. Yeah, Balishka.
From afar, you hear two demons arguing furiously. Their shouts make the treetops sway. It seems that they are arguing over a fish they caught in some peasant's fish trap. When you take a good look, you realize that a human soul is in the trap, shrunken in horror. You quickly draw a circle and read your first Zagavar. The Chorts drop the trap, and the soul slips away and flies into the sky.
I think I made a mistake.
On a bridge over a small river near Vilgert, two cart drivers argue over who should have way first. They are arguing fiercely, not realizing that each has a demon over the left shoulder. It's the demon's job to bring discord and serve as a prompter of sorts, whispering lines into their ears. Nikolai bellows at the peasants, and they quickly forget their argument. A seasoned soldier is much scarier than any Chort.
A seasoned soldier must be scared.
By the icy smooth surface of the lake, you notice a horse, anxiously shaking its mane. A couple of demons are tugging on its bridle, trying to steal it from its master, who is asleep beneath a slope nearby. You shake the peasant awake and point to his animal walking away to the forest. The vexed demons let go of the horse as soon as the peasant crosses himself and takes the reins. As a token of appreciation, he gives you a handful of rusts. You walk along an old path through the eastern woods. At this hour, the moon shines especially bright. Everything around you glows with a mysterious light. All of a sudden, you hear loud voices and metallic ringing coming from the woods. You can only guess what this late-night commotion is all about. Trying not to make a sound, you go deep into the woods. Finally, the branches part, and you see a curious sight. Some Khaldoons, unknown to you, are trying to agree on the price of a pile of copper samovars. One of them looks deeply upset and constantly knocks on one of the items. It seems he wants to demonstrate its quality. You notice a pair of red eyes peeking out from the samovar. It seems the Khaldoons didn't expect company. Both of them jump in surprise when they hear your voice and run away faster than you can stop them. To your horror, the samovars start to move, and an angry Chort emerges from each of them. You arrive during the long, pre-dawn twilight. Sharp points of age-old fir trees from a jagged wall far behind the church of Wiedelgort. The priest has already begun preparations for the morning rituals. He notices you, puts aside his chores, and greets you.
Greet the priest.
Who goes there at the crack of dawn? Is it you, Vasilisa? Cover your head, girl. Tfu!
Morning, Holy Father.
Kolya? Is that you? And don't tell me you want me to marry you to her.
Well, it's too early for me. Kolya, on the other hand.
Hey, Vasa. Don't go deciding the things for me.
We came for another reason, actually. We need a name. An Orthodox one. From the list of the holy names. From the Sviatse.
It can't be. Are you expecting?
No, we want to give a name to a demon.
You want to what?
Father Yefrem sways, walks back to the nearest wall, and sits heavily on a bench.
Are you sure you don't want to marry?
It's all for good. We want to free this girl.
You explain your encounter with the Banya bride, and what she needs for her freedom.
I've heard about the changelings. Not sure how it works, though. I can't give you a name. The church tricked you both. Nothing good can come of it.
Choosing a name from Sviatse turns out to be not such an easy task. How can I make him reconsider?
What if it's not a demon, but a Christian soul doomed to suffer? That would be a sin for sure.
Truly.
The level of blackmailing. It's on the roof. Do you feel me?
They say you are a witch now, Vasya. It will soon be the harvest day of Ivan the Long. We need to disperse the dry winds, help our village, and I, in turn, will help you with the name.
It's a deal. I know a ritual to thwart dry winds. We'll go visit the field.
All right. You'll have your name.
Father Yefrem opens a heavy book with a silver cover.
Choose. These days we honor the holy Claudia, Matriona, and Alexandra.
Kolya, she's your bride. You choose.
Let's call her Matriona. It's a good name.
Your bride, your choice. And appreciate that.
You would name her after a respectable woman? Watch out. She might become a knower.
Thank you, Father.
Well, the field is about a mile to the west.
Subscribe my channel, fools. Please subscribe, I beg of you.
I'll try to thwart the winds. See you later.
No, I don't want to be
You soon
betray or
arrive at your destination. The field looks empty in the twilight of the dawn. Cold wind seems to penetrate you to the bone. When you step onto the plowed field, you sense a familiar shiver. This field harbors evil spirits.
as I was saying, I am not going to betray or trick him, so yeah.
You find a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat ears. It's a Khaldun's zalom. The stems are tied in a knot and dusted with ashes and salt. Fresh grave soil, eggshells, and steamed grains are laid around it. You draw a circle. You feel that demons are not far off.
Wind, oh wind of the seven brothers, the oldest one, do not blow from the rotten corner. Do not bring rain from the west, but blow us warmth. Render good service to our people. Bring forth pleasant rain. Joy to plowmen. Glory to you, fierce one.
You finish reciting the Zagaver, and for a moment, silence falls. Suddenly, a creaky voice from behind startles you.
You sure are a strange creature. First you curse it, then you bless it right after.
By you, do you mean us Khalduns?
Ha! Humans, always on the border between worlds. And that is why you always lose. But who am I to complain? My name is Andrico. And you, I've heard about you. You're the new witch, Vasilisa.
So is it you who spoils the field, sending dry winds?
Spoil? You used the wrong word. I am helping the peasants, and I am a master at this. I mean, surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
What possible good can broken rye do?
Oh, you disappoint me. All right, here's the thing. The peasants will have a bad harvest this year. That is so. But it will make them search for new, better ways to grow wheat. So when the real famine comes, people will be ready. Their newly gained skills will help them overcome the true hardships. As you can see, I am a visionary. Well, now, shall we go our separate ways?
Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. It's not by chance that I came across this Zalom.
You don't say. Perhaps you know who's to blame.
The Zalom caused this chort to appear. Who left these weeders? Who summoned this chort? You were sent here by another Khaldun, weren't you?
Ha! Right. You know, I'm starting to like you. I could even tell you who the Khaldun is who sent me. If you weren't so careful, the Zalom had already been enchanted when I arrived. Want to make a deal? Let me finish what I started. I'll send some dry winds, and after that, I'll be a servant. The famine will cause death in heaps.
Have it your way. Come to my pisteria when you're done with the field.
I have acquired a demon. A freaking visionary demon.
So the
Fuck.
name of the girl will be...
Matroyona. You old fuck. You can't even spell that shit. Matroyona. Matrayona. Or Matrayona. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that.
A fitting name. You did the right thing sorting out that demon. Won't spoil any good crops anymore. All you need to find now is a cross and a belt.
Then I'll start with the cross. What could be more important?
In Yanidor, you'll find Evdokia Fokovna. They say her daughter was possessed by Ikota. So, did you get all that?
Who is that Ikotka?
Come on, don't you remember? This one time, a woman from Pokcha came to us, so that we could whisper some zagovars over her. And then a chort, the size of a vershok, escaped from her.
Oh, so that was an Ikotnitsa.
Well, yes, this Ikota chort talked with us for a bit, remember?
I really don't like dealing with the possessed.
Well, nothing can be done about that. So, did you get all that?
Where can we find that woman in Yanidor?
Her house is closer to the edge of the village, the one with carved gates. So, did you get all that?
So, did you get all that? Fuck you, old man.
What not to get? Go to the Ikotnitsa and take her cross.
I have acquired another demon. Number of active slot items increased by 1. That's the Illuminati sign. Fuck. 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 Why did I spell that word? Please YouTube, don't demonetize me. I am not also monetized, so yeah, don't copyright strike. Don't give me anything copyright strike. Fuck.
We should tell everyone about the chorts we've met. You know, to warn the good people, right?
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. How did you end up with a cross?
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as a cross with no story behind it.
All right then, I'll tell you. We were near a town. Levna, it's called. It was a real massacre there.
Did you encounter any chorts there?
Worse, the cannon fire was so loud that all the chorts fled, if they were any. It seems they all fled here, to the north. So, there was this redoute ahead of us. Couldn't take it.
Redoute?
Well, it's a kind of a fortress. No one could get any closer.
And what about you, being such a gallant lad?
Hey, no jokes. Listen, I think God helped me. I went from the side, and then found some barrels full of gunpowder, and lit them. They blew up. Started a fire. There was a lot more ammunition there. A lot of our enemies burned that day. I can still hear their screams. I suppose I will to the end of my days. I nearly died there myself. Since then, when I see a fire, I remember that redoute and those screams. I fished the cross from the River of Blood, Vaisel. Are you happy now? Do you understand about the fire now? Ah.
What are you going to do with your new bride?
Well, we'll get a farm. We'll get folks from the village to help. Well now, I'll build an excellent izba. And children eventually. What a life it will be.
Be careful though. Who knows? The Bannock might be back.
That's good. The mother-in-law is always welcome.
It seems that you're the fiercest of them all. Let's go. We'll talk later.
Old houses and banyas are often home to demons. The masters leave, but don't always take their host spirits with them.
What sort of spirits are those Banniks?
Masters of the bathhouse, like a Susietko in an izba. I don't think it was an ordinary place, the banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors used to be worshipped the spirits of the hearth. Some Perm people still call upon Yan or Voipil.
God the demiurge in Komi-Permian mythology. A god in Komi-Permian mythology, the name is translated as North Wind. Okay. About
You've been
Oleg.
telling me how you got your Khaldun power.
Right, where were we? So, I became a shepherd boy. He taught me this and that at first at Prokopi. That one time, the cattle had wandered all over the place, and my chief turned up drunk. Drank a whole bottle of vodka. He couldn't move a muscle. Well, what other choice did I have? I went to collect them by myself. Managed to get almost all of them as midnight drew near. Had to pass Mikhail's crossroads on the way back. You know how that place is. So, there I am, with the cattle tagging along. The moment I stepped onto the crossroads, everything turned upside down. Winds out of nowhere, and what you know, swarms of chorts. Figured I'd quickly draw a circle around me, and so I did. And these chorts were just swarming on the edge of the circle. All sorts, you name it. Well, I think that's it. Everything turned out all right, as you see. Next time I'll tell you how I got out of it. Get out of here, you meddling kids, or you'll get it!
Run! He saw us!
Wait, maybe they're here on business. Well, speak up.
Oh, Vasilisa! We saw such a scary thing! West of Yenidor, there's a scary Izba! Evil spirits live there for sure!
Why do you say that?
See for yourself! They say there used to be a party every day, but now it stands silent as the grave! Saw it for ourselves!
Well, you'll wind up in graves yourselves if you go wandering like that.
Run!
At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite the late hour, trading is still taking place. Perhaps you might buy something for your journey. A multitude of goods can be found. Prianics, as well as a variety of magic trinkets. There's something for everyone here. The players are carried away by a game of Durak.
What kind of wisdom do you possess? That which comes from above, or that of snakes and demons?
You're not what we consider an average girl, are you?
Low prices. Come and see for. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
You wander off course and walk onto the road more to the west than you had planned. You stumble upon a ragged man with rotten teeth and rotten eyes. You realize that it's a brigand. Traveling by night in Perm Gubernia is dangerous, and not only because of the evil spirits. The silence is broken by his hoarse voice.
Hey, what do we have here? A girl or something? Right. I'll let you go if you give me all your money.
It seems to me you can't see so well in the dark. I'm not traveling alone.
Come on over here, brigand boy. I fought the Turks, went toe-to-toe with demons, but you're kinda the filthiest of all.
Looking upon the tall soldier, the brigand loses his confidence. He backs away and runs into the woods. In a hurry, he dropped his pouch. You go on your way. Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb, Adam's Head.
What is new? I have like 10 of them. Adam's Head.
You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Leave. I would like to leave this place.
Fir branches poke into the empty windows of an abandoned hut. you are overcome by an unpleasant feeling. There's a good reason they call this place haunted. You squeeze into a slightly open door and clear away the cobwebs. It is dark and empty here. The dead silence gives you chills. You step inside the house and freeze in horror. Under the broken red corner lies a dead man's body. A broken accordion lies nearby, torn as if by a wild beast. You search the dead man and the izba. The former has a pouch with some rubles inside. You tell about the dead man in the nearby village and use the money to pay for his burial and a funeral service. Peasants tell you that several years ago, someone took this skillful musician to an evening gathering during the dead of night. He hadn't been seen since.
I had to.
You walk through the forest. Grim trees hang from all sides, and strange noises are coming from the dark of the night. You freeze with fear when you notice two demons near an unearthed grave. They have already opened the coffin and are methodically skinning the dead body. You decide to leave the demons alone and go on your way. You have more important matters to attend to. You can only guess what they needed human skin for. You hear a whip crack. Shrieking in pain, some unfortunate soul is being driven to hell by a devil. You pause in hesitation. Is this sinner's soul worth a fight? You call out to the devil. He looks at you with his eyes burning with hatred. He bares his claws and approaches you, completely forgetting about his prey. The sinner runs to the forest without wasting any time. The demon's furious roar attracts another one of his kind. To buy some time for the sinner, you immediately start reading Zagavers. In the shady ravine lies a great stone. It has the mark of a foot on its top that's filled with morning dew. There are quite a few candles around it. Here and there you notice offerings from the peasants of Yanidor. You take all the offerings that you can find. You need them more than this useless stone. You see a swamp ahead. The damp soil squishes under your feet. You become cold and uncomfortable. Suddenly, a white ghost of a calf appears from the bog. It looks at you and does not move. You read a protective Zagavar, and the ghost disappears. When you finish your sorcery, you realize that this calf was, in fact, a treasure. Striking it would make the calf fall apart into coins. You notice the burning eyes of demons nearby. Are they guardians of this treasure?
I could have some
Yagor
coins,
is
but
covered with a bright pre-dawn mist. Amidst the hollow silence, you hear sounds of the village waking up. With old Yegor's directions, you quickly find the house of Yevdakia Fokovna. Nikolai knocks on the carved gates, and you are soon greeted by the hostess.
Yevdakia Fokovna, God bless.
God bless.
God bless indeed. And who might you be?
We've come to speak to your daughter.
Ha! Came to make fun of my Akulina. I won't let you. Leave us alone.
Oh, we wouldn't dare. We want to help her.
Help her? Many have tried. None have succeeded. What makes you think you can?
I know how your daughter is suffering. That's why I want to help. I know how.
Very well. Couldn't hurt, I suppose. It surely couldn't get any worse. My girl suffers from an ikota, day and night. Akulina hides in the old Church of Transfiguration at night. The ikota is not so violent there. That's where you'll find her.
Thank you. Don't worry about your daughter. We will...
Well, God willing. God...
Goodbye, Yevdakia Fokovna.
The old Church of Transfiguration. A grim shadow in the crimson twilight of the early hours. The domes of this building tower silently over you. Hundreds of years and dozens of generations have passed under its roof. You can feel the wisdom stored within these majestic walls.
Old stairs lead inside the church.
An icon. Someone must have knocked it off the porch.
The sun is rising, yet I don't feel any less frightened.
Wooden domes reflect silver light in the rising sun.
Old stairs lead inside the church.
This place is too grim to be a Christian place.
The wooden sculpture looks majestic and enigmatic.
The iconostasis has collapsed partially, as if it suffered a strong northern gale. The royal gates are crooked and no longer bar the entrance to the altar. It looks like some of the icons were torn out on purpose. In the dim light, you notice a heap of rags where the Ikotnitsa Akulina lays. She seems to be sleeping. From time to time, the girl shudders from nightmares sent by the Chort to haunt her. You call out to the girl. She jolts up and darts to the altar corner. Even amidst the gloom, you notice the way her arms are shaking.
Who are you? Don't hurt me, please.
Don't be afraid, Akulina dear. We won't harm you. I'm Vasa, and this is Kola. We want to help you. We heard you have a Nikota.
Yeah, they say I have a Chort inside me. It torments me.
Can we talk to it?
We can't make Proshka come out. He'll come out when he wants to.
Tell us about your Chort.
What's there to tell? Sometimes he crawls out, sometimes he can do some sorcery. The other kids make fun of me.
The girl starts to whimper.
We'll need your cross for this. Can you trade it to us?
What am I to do without a cross? Proshka will eat me alive without it.
I'll trade you mine. I have two of them. One was given to me at birth. and I found the other on the battlefield.
We can get rid of Broshka.
Get rid of him? Really? He won't leave by himself.
Don't worry. I think I know how to draw his attention. I have to make the Ikota mad enough so that he leaves Akulina. How can I anger this particular chort?
Magic or prayer? Okay. Then I will choose prayer, mother father. Oh, strong.
Oh, I don't know. I prayed to Lord to...
I don't think this one looks like the holy icons. Take a look at the iconostasis.
Yes, he made me deface the icons here.
I'll draw a circle, and we'll start.
You sit Aquilina in front of the iconostasis, and Nikolai puts the icons into place. You start to read a Zagavar. You learned it long ago, but your memory doesn't fail you. The words of the spell ring out with a thundering echo. You almost manage to finish the ritual when Aquilina suddenly pushes you. Taken by surprise, your incantation of magic words stops. The girl starts to convulse. The Ikota has emerged out of her.
Is this a cat or is that a cat?
Call yourselves exhausted? This Zagavar is dated. No one uses that commencement now. What kind of witch are you? So out of fashion. Yuck.
Christ's kingdom.
It's impolite to make mention of such kingdoms in front of demons, I have you know. And you can't just go displaying icons. I hate icons.
So you're the Ikota chort?
So what if I am? Ain't I fine looking like a feline? What did you expect? A frog or something?
Why do you haunt Akulina? Why do you torture the girl?
That's no business of yours. Well, on the other hand, I don't have anything else to do. Why not tell you?
You see, I study demons. They fascinate me.
There's nothing to tell, really. Yenidor used to be a wealthy churchyard near the springs. Merchants used to request prayers of thanks in this church when they returned from the north. I was once the Susietko of this church.
Why would a church have a Susietko?
Why not? The abandoned ones have much scarier things inside. Or am I not good enough? But now, no one lives here, no one visits the church. They only go to the stone one. So I crawled inside Akulina out of boredom.
Won't you leave the girl alone?
I might leave her if you beat me.
We need Akulina's cross.
Yes, I've heard. I need lots of things too. Tell you what, witch. If you beat me, I might even do both. Give you a cross and leave the girl.
No, tell me something else. So why don't you like icons?
Have you seen many charts that do? Or maybe we should open a church. We could call it Saint Chart, eh? So you haven't figured out that I can't stand icons. A bit slow, aren't you? Let me put it in a way you'll understand. They make me mad as hell. It's not that I'm against this new church, but you could at least make do without icons, right? These drawings, not my cup of tea. Gives me shitters.
We need Akulina.
Yeah, tell you what, witch. If you beat...
So be it, Broshka.
Here I come, Vasily.
75.
away from my Akulina!
Away with you, demon!
I'll just crawl inside the girl. You won't get me there.
Oh, no you won't. I have a Zagora with your name on it.
You are dead.
Wait. Don't finish me off, Vasya. I'll tell you what. I'll leave Aquilina and come work for you. I can be useful, you'll see. I won't harm anyone. I'll be good.
Work for me? I have plenty of charts already.
Well, I'm not exactly a short. I can be of use like a Sosyetka, in fact.
Actually, we don't have a Sosyetka. That's not such a bad idea. What will Grandpa say to that? Alright, I'll take you, but you better watch it. No joking around.
Proshka leaves Akulina, climbs your left shoulder, and then vanishes into black flames. The girl crumples and falls down, exhausted. Her face looks calm and serene. Proshka won't poison her life anymore. You switch out Nikolai's cross for that of the Ikotnitsa. The crucifix looks old and rotten. The demon's power has left its mark. You hope that Akulina's soul was left untouched by it.
Now we have a cross. You see, Vasya, Ask, and ye shall receive.
Big deal. A demon's cross. Sosietkos don't shun crosses either, I presume.
But on the other hand, we could do without this rattle box chort.
Why you calling a rattle box?
Hush, Proshka. Don't be angry, Grandpa. He may be of use to us yet.
All right, we'll see if it works out. The only thing left to do is visit the spinner. Vasilisa and I are going to see the spinner. There's nothing for you to do there, Kolya. Understand?
Sure did.
And one more thing. Don't say anything about the Banya or the bride. The spinner can't stand demons, though she looks like one herself. Got it?
Who is the spinner?
A woman of sorts. Her name is Kapitalina Ivanna, but everyone calls her the spinner behind her back. She's quite knowledgeable. You don't want to mess with her. That's why I am coming with you. Don't go running your mouth. Speak nothing of the book. Got it?
What should I say to get the belt?
Good question, Vasilisa. Keep your ears open when you speak to her. Remember, do not mention demons. She does not like them, and you might as well disregard the fact that we needed the belt for a changeling girl. Now, if you show you are of knowledge, that would be good indeed. If she doesn't like you, or should you let anything sleep, the cost will be more than we can handle. Got it?
Understood, Grandpa. It's time we were on our way.
Yes, it's better go to her at night. I've arranged a cart for us.
Do you have any Kupala salve left?
If I only knew. We could fly, but feet will do. And another thing. There's this rich fellow, Petrov is his name. He asked me to check on his field. Says demons are ruining his crops. It's not far from Pintek. It so happens.
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm all cozy here on the sleeping bench. I'm sleepy. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep. Got tired.
What kind of demon are you, Ikota?
That's how fiends are called. Ikota. If they possess people, that is. You know that. Wish to learn more? Any demon can become Ikota. Climb up on someone, got it, that's it. People will call you Ikota. Bet you can do it better than me.
Wanted to learn more about you. What were you doing before Akulina?
Alright, I'll tell you. It's a long story, mind you. I've told you before. I used to be a Sosietka. For quite some time, I've lived there. The Transfiguration Church was built how long ago? Must be over 200 years. I am wise and old, you see. So you'd better heed my advices if you know what's good for you.
Never seen cats any wiser, that's true.
Good then.
Maybe you'll stop swooping your fur all over the Izba in 200 years, eh?
What? What about it? None of my concern. I have to look after the household anyway. You could have fixed the bench yourself, by the way. It creaks as hell.
Oh, I'll show you, you damn short.
Wait, Grandpa. He will do a better job. Won't you, Proshka?
Sure, I bet one alright.
What with the church, then?
So about it. I've stayed at Sosietka there from the time it was built.
You were Sosietka over there in church? Or were you from some other place?
In the church. I remember that well. But what was there before that building? Damn it. Can't quite remember. Let's talk a bit later. Maybe my memory will return.
Why did you transform into a cat?
Cats kill people. For protection, that is why. Well, what you looking at? Scared, eh?
Yeah, right. Cats give no quarter. It is good that our father Tsar's army keeps them in check.
Well, you don't believe me then? Let me tell you one story.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Well, Vasha, now I can say I've seen things. Cannon fire. A redoute, that's one thing. The devil himself, that's a whole different level. Still, I think that war is scarier. Much scarier than any chort. I still can't forget it.
You've seen too few chorts, Kolya.
Perhaps that's true, but that's beside the point. I'm not going to put up with it. I know how to get over this. I have an idea.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of stepping right into the fire. If only something turned up.
You could die, you know.
No. I'm not talking about something like a campfire. And I'm not planning on dying either. It's not the devil I have to overcome. Man's greatest enemy is himself. That's what I think.
What happened down there, in the war?
Bah, Vasha, you wouldn't be interested. This war was thought up by the devil, and none other. Not by the Holy Spirit, that's for sure. I don't even want to remember. The thoughts alone make my hair white.
Is that why you started smoking?
Well, look at you. They don't call you knowers without reason. Well, yes. I'll start with something small, I think. To tell you the truth, I'm terrified even when I strike Spocks with flint.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Seek me out, girl, and I will grant you knowledge. I can help you gain a better grasp of your book and all the wisdom contained within.
You catch a whiff of the disgustingly sweet smell of rot. Cold fear enters your soul when you guess what might be the source of the smell. A human body lies nestled in the grass. It is already unrecognizable from decay. You see an old wooden cross upon its breast.
I will finish my live stream after this map, so yeah. Goodbye in advance. You catch a whiff of this.
Overcoming nausea, you easily rip the cross from the dead man's chest. You clean it and take it with you. All of a sudden, the tops of the trees rattle and clang. Alarmed, birds fly away, screaming in fear. You see a whirlwind filled with loose branches and dust from the road, headed your way. Your mentor removes a knife from his shirt and throws it at the whirlwind. It dissolves into a throng of enraged demons. You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail, swinging it from side to side. A swishing sound of the snake's body and its angry hissing fill the swamp area. You watch as the demon twirls the snake above his head. It seems as if he'll never grow tired of it. Suddenly, the snake slips from its claws and flies right at you. It's clearly angry. Worse yet, the demon runs after its toy. Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on and turned into a non-stop festival. You notice the worried host, who looks like he can't wait to say goodbye to his guests. You open the black book and read a couple of zagavers. Shadowy spirits jump out from the pages. The peasants can't see the shorts, but notice strange whirlwinds and sudden gusts. The fun dies down quickly, and the worried peasants return to their homes. Bathing in the moonlight, a moss-covered idol is hidden among the tall trees. You walk closer and see a fresh towel wrapped around it. The forest around you is silent. You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. Old Yegor smirks, another of the spinner's victims. You call out to the peasant girl and convince her to get rid of the cursed spindle. Surprised, the girl follows your advice. You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She died recently. You summon the strength to go to Panteg and tell them about the dead body. You see the despair in the eyes of the peasants. It seems the girl was well loved in the village. You feel at ease as you walk down the welcoming street of this village. A calm silence surrounds you. You almost pass through the village, but the silence is broken by loud laughter and the sounds of an accordion.
Vasilisa, is that you? Come on, join us.
Oh, a new song.
I don't have the time.
Come on. Your work is such a bore. 5 minutes here won't kill you.
All right, I have a little bit of time.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Don't give me any copyright, bro. It's on the game. YouTube, don't give me any copyright, brother. Please. It's on the game. and the game itself is very very fantastic as well as its songs. No music, nothing, just vocals. Just vocals are el perfecto. For the banning of copyright. 103 Where is the map? There is the map set of Praduska.
On the field, you hear the steady sound of digging. Coming closer, you see a peasant moving the border of a field. The man looks startled when he sees you approach. He stops and calls out to you.
Is that you, Yegor?
It is I, with Vasilisa. God bless.
God bless. What are you looking at? I'm moving the border ditch. What of it?
Why are you moving the border ditch? You moved it quite far.
For good reason. The Petrov's workers caused me nothing but grief. They deceived me, shot me in flour. Only they didn't steal in broad daylight.
Have you spoken of it at the village meeting?
I have. Not much good it did me. Petrov's folks silenced me right away. I'll tell you what. If you curse the demons, I'll pay you.
All right. Consider them cursed.
You whisper a few cryptic words and make expressive gestures.
They won't be able to say a word at the next village meeting. You can be sure about that.
Thank you. Finally, some luck going my way. Here is some money.
You take the money and go on your way.
That is some devilish shit.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red and bright. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs cold every other moment. You feel that the border between worlds is very thin in this part of the forest.
There are bright strings of some kind on the path. There are many different skulls and charms.
You approach the skull hanging by the door. Suddenly, the bony head starts shaking. A burning coal that serves as an eye socket stops you in your tracks.
Oh joy! And Noah, are we? Finally, some fun! My eye isn't what it used to be. Who's that old-timer over there? I think I know him.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure, but I'm ordered to test Noah. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be hanging around here in the first place. Anyway, we'll do it just like in the fairy tales. I'll give you 3 riddles. Solve any one of them, and I'll let you through. Solve none, or refuse to answer, I'll take one of your eyes. I'm short one, you see.
I'd say that's the least of your problems.
Well, are you up to it?
Wait, answer my questions first.
I have no answers for you. I only ask questions. Well, are you up to it?
Have it your way. Ask your riddles.
Listen to the first one, girl. There is a hamlet, folks packed together tight. Come morning the cock sings, yet no man stands upright.
There's a hamlet, folks packed in tight. Come morning the cock crows, yet no man stands upright.
A cemetery. Proper dead men do not rise from the graves.
Fuck this shit. I'm going to literally say I'm going to tell the truth, but yeah. This is I searched on a Google, but nothing is brewing there, bro. No answer to the riddle, nothing. I figured it out by clicking. Yeah.
Correct. You saw only that man don't rise in the morning. Believe me, I know. You may pass. Or you may try to guess another.
Alright then, I'm off to see the spinner.
I don't want to deal with another fucks.
Evening, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Evening to you too, Yegor Yevlakovich.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the Black Book.
Brought you my little orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? You took my spindle. It was doing my bidding, you know. I let it slide on account of you not knowing and all.
God bless Kapitalina Ivanovna.
She has the stirrings of a knower, your girl. Wouldn't make a bad successor for you. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
We met your doorman. What of that skull?
Some lousy Khaldun. And Yeretnik, God rest his soul. Hasn't served his time yet, so he helps me around the house.
I wanted to ask you about this yarn you have here and around the house.
This witchery is not yet for you, Vasilisa. In time you'll learn, perhaps. It's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
I saw a dead girl in Villas of Woods.
That was Marfa, I would guess. Didn't have money for a love potion. Was quite desperate, I gather. Well, it serves her right.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt. Only why would I give one to you?
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her? You're known all across the Uyezd for weaving the best belts, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
So I am. You aren't here without reason. I can indeed make good belts. You've become a knower, so I'll give you an enchanted belt. So what are you going to do with your chorts?
How am I supposed to answer that? I really don't know what to do with them. Well, make them suffer, of course. Give them some back-breaking work.
That's how you should treat them. Torment those filthy creatures.
I'm going to the rules of this old pale old This old fart, because he said that this old woman is spinner, whatever her name is, that he hates demons. So I will make, I will whip or whoop that demon ass with this belt.
Only knowers can do some good. Well, turns out you're a good knower, girl. I'll give you a belt as a gift. Here, it's a good one.
Angela,
I'll put you in touch with a pupil of mine. A fine man. Maybe it'll work out for the two of you.
Thank you for the belt, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Well, thank you, Kapitalina. See you again sometime.
See you soon. Farewell.
Nice to dang you, motherfucker.
Spinner is no simple witch.
I have the belt, I have a name, and I have the cross. Now let's go free that changeling girl.
It's not the last time we'll hear of her. Well done, Vasya. She's taking a liking to you. The meeting couldn't have gone better. All right, we've got the belt. Now we must plan our next moves. Well, you've got all the items you need. Now we can try freeing your bride. Since you have the book now, I can't go. I'm not as strong of a Khaldun anymore, to tell the truth. And Abdiricha is a powerful spirit. She can charm and skin you alive so fast that you won't know what hit you. So, Vasya, you must prepare yourself properly. Perhaps you have some questions.
What kind of ritual should we perform? I don't remember you teaching me any such things.
I've never saved changelings from the banyas. I think you will need to go down beneath the floor. The bannik will test you there. You have all the right items, but don't forget your wits. Perhaps you have some questions.
What is that, Abdiricha?
Who knows where this one came from? These things all emerge in different ways. They say a bannik settles in a banya where 40 children were born. As for this one, the only thing we can say for sure is that she switches out children. Is it an accident or not? Only the Abdiricha can answer that. Perhaps you have some questions.
Time to hit the road.
I still wonder how word gets out in the land of Perm. I traveled to Vilgord. No one fears me like they used to anymore. Must have heard that I transferred the power to you.
Why would the Banya bride need these sort of things?
I reckon it's the only way she can get out of the ethereal world. She needs things from the human world. You see, there's no living man without a cross, a belt, and a name. This girl never had any of that.
So why weren't you killed at the crossroads?
Huh. So, the fiends circled around me. Well, I think that's it. We'll meet Timofey soon. Then, I see one demon wearing a red hat. So I grabbed it. Then, everything froze. Turns out, the hat was changed to him. The demons went round and round, glaring at me with their fiery eyes. And their leader says, "Return the hat, I'll do anything." He could bring back my brother though. I asked him then, "Where do you come from, you accursed demons?" And what do you know? Prokopy, the holy fool, sent them for me as a sort of a sacrifice. It wasn't the master of the forest who helped him, but demons all along. The children who disappeared in Vilgord were also his doing. He fed them all to his chords, Timofey among them. Devil curse Prokopy's soul. If I ever see him in hell, even there I'll try to curse him. I'll make sure he suffers. I will.
What did you do with the chorts?
Send them to kill Prokopy. In the end, everyone thought he had drank one too many. But it was my shorts. That's not the end of it. But I'm tired. Next time I will tell you about the Black Book.
Listen, Vaisa, I have a problem. Before we go searching for the charts, can you help me with this business of mine? There is this old friend of mine. Trofim is his name.
The hunter from Kishkanogov Sloboda?
Right. He disappeared all of a sudden. I don't know what to think after this Abjiricha business. He could have been captured by the Leshi. Vaisa, will you come with me to Sloboda to help find him?
All right. It's not far after all.
Right. Just a couple of hours away. Not far from Yenidor.
Wait! I lived in Sloboda when I was younger. I remember I had a stash there. Take it, Vasilisa. You might need it.
So yeah, I will play this, and the another task or the another main stories I will play this on the way. So this is the time I say goodbye, and please consider subscribing. Please consider subscribing. It is free. It is really free, and you can unsubscribe later. To subscriber and subscribe my channel. What the fuck? Yeah. Then hasta la vista, baby.